Hi everybody, welcome to my Ostara video. Today I'm going to take you on an Ostara journey. I'm going to be making a altar, making some egg candles, making a entry in my spell book, and I'm really looking forward to this. I think it'll be really fun and refreshing. I have so many fun things to put on my altar, including this necklace. This is my Ostara necklace that I had gotten in the witch's box a really long time ago, and yeah, so I have some really great finds, and then I'm going to put my egg candles on there. So if you want to come on this Ostara journey with me, then keep watching. To begin today's Ostara journey, I'm going to make egg candles, and to do this you'll need eggshells, and mine are from my friend's ducks. Then you'll need wax. I'm using saved candle wax and something to melt it in. For my wick, I'm using a glue gun, wick clips, and wick string. For fragrance, I'm using essential oils, jasmine, and rose. To decorate my eggs, I'm using rose petals and rose quartz crystals. First thing I did was make my wicks and glued them into my eggs. Then I began melting my wax, which actually took some time. If you're using a glass container in the boiling process, make sure the glass is in the water before it is boiled, or it could crack. Once the wax was melted, I added my essential oils and stirred my intention into the mixture. I crafted a gentle intention that supported the work I was already doing moving into spring. As I mentioned at Samhain and Imbolc, I'm releasing codependency and creating a new foundation that invites balance of my masculine and feminine energies. Then, when I was ready, I poured my wax into my eggs. I actually ended up needing to melt a little bit more wax later on. After the wax was nearly set, but still quite soft, I decorated my candles with rose petals and rose quartz crystals. And so my egg candles were complete. So I'm done making my eggs, and I'm going to start working on my altar. So this is where I'm going to put my altar. I just repainted this shelf white so it's nice and fresh. And yeah, so these are just a few of the things I'm going to be using. I have these really cute doilies. I'm going to choose one, probably the pink one. For my altar, I'm using this bird's nest that was found fallen in nature and given to me by my mom. It's acting as a symbol of fertility, creation, and rebirth. And I also think that because it was given to me by my mom, it really plays into these themes of ancestral healing that I have been working on for several years. The fairy I'm using is one that I made for a special project that is coming up on my channel, and I made it using the flower fairy artwork. I love how the shadow is dancing on the wall. It's so magical. I also added a pentagram to my altar to represent the directions and the elements. I love how my altar turned out. All of these beautiful pinks remind me of a spring awakening, and they are so grounding to me, and I'm so happy to have this in my space to inspire me and grow with the spring. Now I'm ready to work on my spellbook entry. I'm using spelled paper that I made by soaking regular paper in roses and setting it with my creative intentions. I found this daffodil on a recent adventure that I'll share with you soon, and the eggshell is from the same duck eggs that I used for the candles. I used Modge Podge to adhere these natural elements onto my page. After the Modge Podge was dry, I then got to writing on my page. The Pagan Sabbath of Ostara, or Eosta, aligns with the spring equinox and honors the balance of the light and dark on earth and within ourselves. Ostara represents rebirth, fertility of living things, and honors the creative force that lives within us. The idea of Easter actually predates Christianity and originates from this pagan celebration honoring the goddess Ostara and the beginning of spring. This Sabbath is on March 20th to the 21st, but of course, you can't honor it until the next Sabbath on May 1st. For this springtime Sabbath, colors like green, pink, blue, and purple are popular, along with crystals of those colors like jasper, rose quartz, lapis lazuli, aquamarine, and amethyst. Springtime flowers like daffodils, tulips, pansies, crocus, bluebells, and hyacinth can also be used to honor this time on the wheel of the year. Once I was finished, I added my page to my altar, and now I am ready to welcome spring. Thank you so much for coming on this Ostara journey with me, and tell me in the description box what you're doing for Ostara, what DIY projects you're doing, what you'll be putting in your spell books. I would love to know. And so thank you so much for coming on this journey with me, and I will see you next time. Bye.